All
Yeah.
right. Welcome back.
Thanks.
So Claire, I've gotten to the top of the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
What
Let's
now?
go. I've just followed the. You haven't. I've just go this way. I feel like you'll figure it out. I feel like you will figure it
Well,
out.
last time I did not, so that's why I'm
I believe
just
in you.
checking in.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's you. You're the heart of the cards.
On the heart of the cards? Great. And I
You
go
are.
down this ramp.
We just double check.
I can't come back from going down this ramp without doing this whole thing again,
There's
so
no
I'm
coming
asking.
back. Oh, interesting.
Yeah?
Wait, did you enter the tunnel under the waterfall?
The tunnel under the waterfall, the one that you go in as a little guy? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go that way, not up the shaft.
What? That way is how you get to the shaft.
Oh. What? No, like under the waterfall. If you go under the waterfall.
So
Wait,
if you
maybe
go
it
on,
is. Never
okay.
mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe. Yeah. You're right. Follow hallways back using your diffusion. Never mind. You were going the right way. Um. Yeah. Ignore me. You were going the right way. See, this
Okay.
is why you should have trusted your heart of the cards.
Well, again, I really don't think this is a heart of the cards moment. Um, heart of the
Uh huh.
cards does imply it's a luck-based thing.
Oh, I see. You have to. Yeah. Okay. I know. I know what you didn't do.
Was I supposed to do that?
Go into the new room.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Going into the new room again. Okay, so it was in that room.
Yep.
Did seem weird to just have a weird new room with nothing to do in it.
Yeah, see, I thought there was something in here.
Well, I did too, but I thought it was a thing that I would get to later, like a shortcut I would unlock
Hmm.
later. It's an old enough game that it could be something silly like that.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
You should look for. Do you want a hint?
yeah,
You should look for some weak infrastructure.
weak infrastructure. Oh shit, that's a foolish moment. Like you have to jump in your little ball form. Oh,
Here,
okay.
remember when I was like, "Hey, I wonder if you can get up there."
And I was like, I don't know how I would do that.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Ooh.
cool. That's neat. Doesn't really fix my problems, but it is
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try going up there again, maybe? No? Okay.
Does this show you anything that you couldn't see before?
Um, it kind of obscures it, except I guess there is this. Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Of course. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, hang on. Kind of assumed I knew how to handle that, but I guess it's a... Okay. Alright,
All right.
alright, alright. Okay, okay. Ooh. A big web. Boy, with flies in it. I sure hope that doesn't imply anything poor for the foreseeable future regarding spiders.
Probably not.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it. I roll this up so that this guy appears. I can blast his ass.
Yeah.
I should really just be habitually charging. Especially for
You
situations like that.
really. Yeah. You should really just go into every like situation with a charged beam.
Yeah. Especially now with the diffusion beam stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. What's this fucking guy?
Whoa. Nice. Nice.
What did we call him?
Oh, that's a good question. It wasn't like Gregory, was it?
I don't remember what it was.
Roly Polioli.
Roly Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah. New name.
New name. They
You know,
get new
animals
names
can have
every time.
multiple
'Cause
names.
we don't know what
Yeah.
they're called. And we don't
Yeah.
remember things.
Damn.
Gotta say, the charge beam does not do a lot for me here necessarily.
Yeah. Oh. That does a lot, though.
Yeah, that does an alright job.
Alright, here we go.
Biological
experimental room.
Okay. Okay, this seems fine and normal.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about this.
Why would you be worried?
Yeah, I mean, I got my charged beam. I have half health on my first of 2 lives, so nothing can hurt me.
Nothing comes between a girl and her charged beam.
So true. Hey, I'm getting a vibe, like maybe I need to. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I fucking hate these guys. I have new enemies, Claire.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is so annoying. I have to go all the way back. No. Ugh.
Oh no, you have to walk back so.
It's hard to get a read on them, you see. This is clearly not even supposed to be the hard thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Finally. Okay.
Ooh, tentacles.
Tentacles. Tentacles.
Wow.
Just while we're
Can
here.
you heal now?
Can heal my
No.
missiles.
Missile heal. I think that is also another thing you should get in the habit of like, if you shoot missiles, you should recharge them.
I haven't run out yet is the thing. I think this game
That's
thinks
true.
missiles are more useful than they are.
Hmm.
Because it doesn't think that it's going to be a big deal to try and switch to motion controls. Which is probably true if you're not playing with 2 candles. And, like, if you probably have, like, the actual correct setup, and you're not playing with the 3 Wii's that we're playing with, of course.
Sphincter.
I hate that. I hate that it is that. Scanning. Can I kill that? No? Okay. Oh, it's telling me to look this way. It's telling me whatever I'm looking for, it's this direction. Hi. Okay, it was telling me it was this. Okay.
I think you skipped it.
Well, it's still showing me. Oh, that's just whatever direction it's moving. Okay. There's not, like, any sort of indication it's going to give you. I probably did skip it.
What if you look up in the center?
Well, that's the sphincter.
Okay, there's the sphincter. Huh, well. You're trapped in this view, huh?
Oh, yeah. Can't leave.
Cool.
Until I determine what it wants me to see. The problem with this is...
You probably need to shoot the flowers, right?
Oh, it's these.
Oh, that too.
You also can't shoot anything in this view. When it forces you into it, you can't shoot anything. It's just
friendly mode. Babies. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I think this entire game is
Party's over. Run.
Is about babies.
That's true.
Because she's a woman, you see.
Oh. Wow, you're getting fucked up.
Yeah, it did that to me.
Yeah. babies are growing.
That's cute.
I'm so proud of them.
I'm not.
Oh my god. Baby's first steps.
Whoa.
Baby's last steps.
Yeah. I guarantee there's a nest I'm supposed to be dealing with.
Probably.
How did I get in ball mode? Okay, yeah, this is all very
Whoa.
cool, Samus, but we need to be dealing with a fucking nest somewhere. Oh, okay, no, it's just a time-based thing.
Oh, fuck.
Here I was saying, I want to do more of this mode where I have to shoot the flowers.
Damn.
Jesus, it's taking its toll on me, though.
At least you have the thing that blows everything up.
I do that. I really should have... I had like a moment where I probably could have done the heal thing, and I did not take it.
It's hard, though, because I feel like it's a long time.
It is a long time, and you cannot move.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. You did it! Oh.
Yo,
Hey,
okay.
worth the hit.
Worth the fucking hit. So worth it.
Nice. One more. Alright.
Yeah, probably gotta clear the way a little bit.
Probably a little bit, yeah. Love the enthusiasm, though.
Yeah. Wow, Samus loves the enthusiasm too. She really goes for it, and I gotta respect her for that. I don't respect her for basically anything else in this game, but
Damn.
respect her for that. I guess I don't respect the. Oh, come on, that count. That should count.
You and everyone else doesn't respect her in this game.
Yeah. I guess I don't. It's not her I don't respect. It's the writers.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gross.
Oh, mommy?
Hate that.
Sorry, you're fine with Daddy Malkovich, but alright.
Well, the game tells you you have to say Daddy Malkovich. The game
It
says
says it on the loading screen.
Did you know, when you talk about Adam, you should call him Daddy Malkovich.
Wow.
How am I missing them? The game determines when I hit them or not.
You've been turned into a stormtrooper.
I know.
Nice.
Either that's a phase 2 or she's dead. And I'm really hoping it's the she's dead. Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Crumble to
That's
dust.
sad. I can't believe you killed their queen.
They're finding a new hive right now.
That's so sad.
I just want to say I think I did that pretty well. Oh! Hello, creature!
It's our friend! Hello! Oh my god.
Others to capture their prey.
That's called
Watching
scavengers.
this disgusting beast, I felt as though it was feeding off
Disgusting!
Rude.
It's adorable!
It's
At the same
amazing.
time, a thought crossed my mind.
Ooh woo pet.
That howl I heard earlier. Could this creature have been the source?
Sure, why not? What, you don't like it just because it wants food?
Head to the biosphere test area in your current sector. There should be some important information about this facility in that exam center.
How do you know that?
The other members are en route.
I guess he's been sitting at his console, fucking clicking around.
Probably.
Oh,
Fuck you, Adam.
I don't get to hang out with the
No.
creature?
No.
This game sucks.
I know.
Doesn't even let you hang out with a creature.
Can you pet the dog equivalent?
Yeah, can you pet the dog? Absolutely not, apparently. No, fuck you. Absolutely not. Fuck you. I'm gonna... Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. You're a dick. This guy's a dick. He's so mean. Oh, I see. I have to wait for him to, like, leap at me. Okay, never mind. I guess I just can't. Or I have to like.
What about
I
ball
clearly have to
form?
get him on the underbelly, but I don't know how the game wants me to do that.
Ball form?
Sorry?
Ball form.
Oh, sure. That could work. Yeah, I think that got one of them. Yeah. Oh, that was so smart, Claire.
Thanks.
Speaking of ball form, that's such a ball form zone. And I don't want to deal with him, so I'm gonna zoop. And I said zoop. There we go.
And I said zoop, 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 zoop.
Energy
Nice.
part. I don't know what that does. Connect 4 and your energy capsule increase. Oh, it's the heart.
Nice.
It's like the heart container style thing.
Yeah.
I see.
Whoa. Upgrade. Digi-evolution.
Yeah, they do resemble Digimon.
Yeah. All you need to make a Digimon is take an animal and stick a gun on it.
Isn't that Power World or something? Have you been?
No.
been
Power
in on
World
this?
is give it a gun, not
I
stick
see.
a gun on it.
I see.
Well, then
Okay.
again, I haven't played Power World. Yeah, I have heard that Power World is like the most popular selling game right now or
Is it?
whatever. Yeah,
didn't know
it like
that.
quickly. Yeah, it went to Steam #1 really quickly, which is wild.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it got announced and people were like, "This is silly. This is ridiculous."
Yeah, everyone was clowning on it. I think
Yeah.
it's been an interesting thing to see.
Oh.
The kind of online reaction to it.
Okay.
People
I'm
are
not
under the
familiar with this,
impression that it's like a
obviously.
real own against the Pokemon Company.
Why?
Because they seem to believe it's more popular than Pokemon.
Oh.
That it is outsold Pokemon, which I'm
Sorry. The most the literally one of the richest companies in the world.
Yeah, yeah. People.
Okay. Cool.
People seem to. Well, people who are mad at Pokemon because devs are lazy, is the argument.
Wow.
There's been this like huge. Okay, there's been like a huge backlash brewing against the Pokemon Company, partially because.
I mean, there's a giant corporate like entity.
They're a giant corporate entity, and partly because when gamers get mad about something and they say, "Oh, lazy devs" and stuff.
Right. And
That
they
also.
definitely. Yeah. Okay.
And
I love how it's only devs who make games and there's no other aspect of a game and there's never a reason why something might be broken. Also, for instance, as far as I know, it uses AI stuff, so I know touchy, no carry about all the hype and chatter.
yeah, this is the thing
I
that
didn't
I
know
was
it
gonna
used
say
AI.
is
What did it use AI for?
some assets appear to be AI generated
Okay.
within the game, which means it sucks.
Oh. But okay.
I mean, I think it sucks. I think AI sucks, but
Well, when you say AI, what do you mean?
I mean like generative AI, aka art theft.
Okay, so you mean like it's not using AI to generate it. They've used AI to generate assets that they've stuck in. It being the developers, not the game.
Appears to be that the developers have used AI to generate assets, which they put in the game, which
Okay,
inherently is art theft because AI is art theft.
So, did they say this?
I don't know the reasoning and evidence given necessarily.
Okay.
Fen, do you know more about where this appears to come from? The AI accusations?
There was someone in a project group I was in who wanted to use AI to write a project proposal. This was really weird.
Oh, Claire, do you not know what university's like now? I mean, you do. You're in it.
Yeah,
AI is everywhere.
The problem is I'm in the classes talking about
ethics?
like NLP. Well, not even that. Talking about large language models and like like ChatGPT is like an example of one of the many things like the field is studying right now. So like
Yeah,
I think ChatGPT is like what the public thinks about and not like
well,
other aspects.
on the AI integrity, on the academic integrity side of things, it's like a huge problem. There's a lot of essays are being made with AI, like ChatGPT, and the institutions and administration have been basically, well, professors, you figure out how to deal with it.
Give everyone high marks and then they'll care. The right? Like I don't know. I guess my opinion is yeah, it's like a AI. Oh wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Is a byproduct of like a shitty v, machine learning, and most of science is about like taking things and and finding the average and whatnot, right? I've been writing a lot of stuff about this because I'm in the classes, but I think the way that AI like is just fundamentally um, how the algorithms like what you're doing is you're maximizing, minimizing, um, is marginalizing. It is like mathematically marginalizing, which is like a weird. It has this weird side effect of like when you start applying it to media, you really do just remove any like newness. Is the thing.
The
You've
other
made
thing,
punch. You've made media punch, where you just mix everything in a bowl, and yeah.
the other thing is that it is also actively stealing.
Yeah, I like this is the thing though, is like stealing is wrapped up in like capital and ownership and whatnot. And like there's I feel like there's a lot. Yeah, I feel like I don't use any of the large language models to generate anything. Like I don't use it to generate anything. Because I think I feel the same way. Um, but also I feel like simplifying it to it's stealing is like it's like a fine view, but I think it can go deeper. I think like there's a deeper argument there. And like I think it's enough to be like it's stealing, I don't want to use it, that's fine. But if I'm thinking about it,
How do you think about it?
yeah, it's not just that it's like it's not that it's not just that it's stealing insofar as like um, ownership and whatnot. It's how would I put it? There is like an approach, right, where AI can be used to do uh, things. Rip the tentacles. Can be used to do things that would like help allow people to be more creative insofar as like it does the average work, and this lets people do the more unique and like marginal ideas and be human and creative and whatnot. But that would require a non-capitalist society, um, which is part of the issue. Is AI is also very wrapped up in capitalism, but all of sciences. Um, so it's a hard thing. Um, that like I think it runs further than AI is the problem.
I mean, I think that's true, but I also think that AI should not be used.
Can you go into view from this?
Oh, I can.
Um, the thing is when you say AI, that like
I think that anything that scrubs content and then
right.
generates based on other people's work without crediting those people is stealing.
I do agree. I'm just I don't know why you keep trying this.
I'm trying to target it, and it's not working.
Yeah, because like popular guy who uses AI to make art print on a high-selling desktop pad or whatever, that's clearly like 5 steps removed from an artist print they've sold few of and struggled to make bills and gotta live in capitalist hell. Yeah, I think that is a problem without AI, and I do agree that AI has made it like a much worse problem.
Yeah.
Um,
Specifically because then corporations are using it.
yeah, yeah. Nice, good job. Sorry, you were supposed to do that repeatedly. I just wasn't paying enough attention to notice.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't supposed to do it repeatedly necessarily. I was supposed to,
Right.
I don't know, hit it perfectly.
It was the right thing to do, and I was thinking too much about AI.
That's all good.
So I think there are uses for AI, and they are like a slim set of problems. And it is not how it is being used right now.
I also think specifically about like art AI to me feels particularly heinous. I also do think there are genuine academic integrity issues around the use of AI for something like.
Yeah, Fen is right.
Sure, that's fair. I think the field of AI has a lot to offer. I just don't think. I just think that what is currently being talked about as AI, as the language learning model, which is what we're talking about in the context of Pal World.
Right. Yeah. Except it wouldn't be large language models. It would be a variation. I know this is what. Sorry, you probably don't need the technical aspects. Keep going.
I'm talking about I'm talking about AI generated art, which is what we're talking about in this case, and which I think is bad because it is, generating from people without their consent. And, art theft is bad. Therefore, AI generated art is bad.
So, outside of a capitalist society, is it still bad? I'm not saying this makes it not bad. I'm just like I want to know your thoughts.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not that I'm going to say like I'm not saying that's a silly question to ask because I don't think that's true necessarily that it is. But I think about things like credit and stuff. I can only think about that in the context of the society that we live in. In a hypothetical society that does not base your ability to live on
like production
of things, then I still think it's bad, but it's less bad. The reason I still think that it's bad is I think that it's bad to I think that using a tool I don't think that using a tool like AI is the same as, for example, being inspired by something as a person, because there's a real like you're not like it's not transformative. It's not in like the way that I think about transformative works. And like fundamentally I care about it because of like it it affects like I think that there's like I don't know, it's a really difficult thing to talk about while also trying to fight off fucking piranhas.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
But the crux of the thing for me is, even in a if we're talking about a non-capitalist society, stuff like that, I still think that like you are fundamentally we all owe something to each other, and I think owing something to each other is not taking someone else's thing and claiming it's ours. I don't think that that's a good thing to do in a society, which is to me what is kind of inherent in AI, because you're not necessarily taking. Okay, so I clearly have to raise this thing. What I have to do. You're not talking about. You're not. You're not necessarily taking something and saying, "Oh, I built. This is based on this," or you're not like, doing some sort of transformative work to say like scribbling over the Mona Lisa in a particular way, not the actual one, but like a print of it or whatever. Using things to do transformative things like fan fiction, fan art, that stuff. That to me is different because of what it. First of all, what it says morally about what we owe to each other. And second of all,
I think you have to hit the green thing. Sorry, you figured that out
right.
as I was saying it.
Is it that thing?
I think you have to lower it back down to get on it and then raise it again.
Now,
That's my
I'd
guess.
love to know how to do that because it does not do anything when I.
Even with like a rocket?
I can't target it with a rocket. So that would indicate to me I should refill those. But it also creates a culture that says that isn't about using art to inspire other art. It's about combining art together through the use of a tool and then saying you made this. There's such a core lack of histographical like graphing the history of it. Oh, I see what I have to do. Of like figuring out where did something come from, who has influenced it. It just doesn't create a good culture. I think that's my take.
Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing.
What's your thought?
Specifically on using AI models to generate art to then sell for profit, or broader?
Both. While I try and figure this out.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, Fen says there's so much nuance in the ways things are credited or not, or used in ways that are antithetical or fucked up to the original artist, etc. So in terms of like specifically what I said in terms of using AI generation to create an asset with the intention to sell it, I think it's how I feel about copyright, I think, a lot, where like I don't think copyright should exist, but I also think copyright should exist. um you know, like copyright is a product of ownership of ideas, and like in a and I think this is where I mean of like AI generation for profit comes from the way that large language models ended up going in terms of how they were like how they're made, and like there's so many other problems to large language models that like people don't talk about, which is fine because there's a lot of problems that people can talk about, and yeah, I think fundamentally AI has a set of uses, and I mean AI generally. I mean AI broadly, not just AI generation, and not AI generation inspired by NLP large language models, which is natural language processing large language models. Nice. So the things that I think it can do, and there are like nice.
I got out of the way.
Oh no. I think there are things that it can do. I don't know if I have the brain power to like think through the list of them, but I think it is very much like things where I want help with this thing that like this will help give me. That was smart. You could like do that backwards. Maybe I don't know how good the controls are. There are ways in terms of like how AI can be used to like um, help someone be. I know a great example. There's ways of using AI to like help someone draw who like has a tremor. You can
Yeah.
use AI to like AI and force feedback to like help someone draw, and it can like guess at what they're trying to draw, and like force feedback would be like it's guiding you, but it's not forcing you. Ignore the fact that it's called force feedback. It's called force feedback because it's applying a force.
Yeah.
No. um, and so I think like there are practical uses to AI,
Sure.
but that, and I think that's not what I think maybe this is just me being a stickler, but saying AI period is no what why was that? Like,
Okay.
did you have to
So
go the other
it
way?
oh, it raises it up and down.
Oh,
Cool, okay.
interesting. I get. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you have to like move. I think you have to go. Yeah. Oh,
Fuck. Okay, it's fine.
shit.
Now I know what to do though.
Yeah. Um, I get that like words end up getting over generalized and whatnot, and this happens with a lot of words. Um, but fuck.
I mean AI, yeah.
But
I'm
also
talking
AI does have a problem like generally, and I think it's a different set of problems. And I think that's the thing is that we lose something when we narrow the set of problems to generative art
sure. I'm using AI specifically in the way that it is being used in the world right now.
in the context that you're in. Because AI is used in the world how I refer it to in the context that
No,
I'm
I
in.
mean as a term in general society. Like that's the
Again, it's like
fair.
culturally aware and whatnot. Like,
Sure. In the current context which I live in.
sure. And in like where I'm going to school and whatnot, it's not so much that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, here, I think there's a fucking item under here, so I'm gonna go down again. Nope. Yeah, there it
Nice.
is.
No, it is. Yeah.
It is.
Good find.
Hello? Why is it
Um,
so slow?
so like I
Okay.
do understand what you're saying. I think all I'm saying is like, knowing that what you're saying is that specific thing helps me to understand what you're saying. You can call it whatever words or not words are meaningless, but
Sure.
words have different meanings depending on who. This is just true of like all words. Words have different meanings depending on who's saying it.
What's the word that you
And
use for AI generated art?
um, probably that.
Okay.
It also depends. Like, there's a lot of ways for AI generated art to be a thing because there's large language model word prediction, which is text based, and then there's like um, there are ways to take the likeness of somebody and turn that into an avatar, which I think is interesting and creepy. Um, yeah. Um,
Okay. So,
so it depends on like what you're talking about. And I think that's the thing is like because I'm looking at um different like a range of things, it just I'm using more words because I want to be specific
yeah,
because
that's
they're
fair.
very different things.
What do you refer to like the use of, for example, language learning models to generate um like academic work?
So, what do I refer to using? So, large language models is a specific LLMs, as they're called within NLP, natural language processing field of AI. Um, is like a specific way to train an agent, which is just the what you refer to as the AI. The agents is like people are agents. The world is an agent. You think of the agent as like an interactable thing. It's just the term
Sure.
in the field. So, but the AI also is an agent. So you train the agent on like gigabytes of data.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking, and I did a presentation on this. I'm talking like I think the last one when I did the presentation in September, October, I think the largest one was like 40 terabytes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so the amount of energy to train, like this is the other thing, the amount of energy to train these things is a lot to the point of like it's a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
and I think,
like blockchains.
yes, exactly, except worse.
It's
Um,
worse.
yes. Well, I don't know. How much was blockchain generating?
Now that I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
that's
know
fair.
that it is a substantial energy cost. Oh, fuck
Hmm.
off.
Oh, that was so close.
The problem is that the game did not, never.
I think that was unfair. I think you had that. Yeah.
Yeah, the game is not informative about when and how you're supposed to use. Okay, I have to go up this one, right? Okay,
Okay, it's
yes,
that one.
because of the game says.
Yeah. So
I like trial and error puzzles. I think they're so fun and interesting.
you say that ironically, and I'm like, yeah. Oh wait, you're joking.
I just think trial and error puzzles are not the most. I think there should be some indication that someone could use to figure something out, rather than
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
okay. If I jump up this one, it does nothing. Okay, if I jump up this one, it does something.
Fair.
Anyway, that's a game
Um,
design thing, though.
that is a game design thing. Nice, good job. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I think you were saying something though.
I was asking like about what you would call it in terms of like the sorts of AI that, for
Right.
example, um, is like a
Right.
major
Essays.
problem for my friend who works with people who are facing academic integrity situations involving AI.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think academic integrity is a very interesting concept right now because I think it's exposing that there is no nice. I'm so excited for this. There is no integrity in academia.
Sure, but you know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And also like I think we have to start talking. Like I think it's forcing these conversations is what it's doing. Is like
I
these are gonna get used now.
Sure. The problem is that the conversations aren't happening.
I mean, that's fair. They're happening in terms of the context that I'm in.
They're not
Um,
happening in terms of the academic world, because the way that the problem that we're facing at the very least, and I don't know if this is true at every institution, but basically the problem that people are facing is students have no idea how much or what AI they're allowed to use.
mhm,
Professors determine it based on vibes, and the administration says we don't want to mess with that. So just keep determining it based on vibes. And so someone who uses ChatGPT to generate a first draft,
mhm,
and then does substantial editing, right? Or
mhm,
someone who, uses certain tools to like help them put their ideas in order,
mhm,
is being punished in the same way as like someone who is generating an entire essay in ChatGPT without intending to learn the material.
mhm, mhm,
And the administration has no desire to mess with that, and profs are basing it off of, in many cases, I don't like this student, so.
oh, huh,
Or in terms of I don't I get the
You don't
vibe that
trust.
this is AI generated.
Yeah.
You know, using Turnitin and stuff like that.
Right.
Resources that are meant to catch AI use, and sometimes are catching it, and sometimes aren't catching it. And in both cases, it causes problems.
Oh my god, it went upside down.
Cool. Now I have to go up there.
That
This is
rules.
very cool, boss.
The thing I hate about this game is that it's very cool sometimes.
No, sometimes it has some interesting set pieces, you know?
Yeah. Oh god, oh god. Oh, you can shoot them down.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I agree that this is a thing that is going to force something to change, and in the thing is people are getting hurt as a result, which sucks, and I'm not a fan of.
What do you think
And-
it will force a change of?
The thing, I don't know yet, but like one thing is like either a decision will be made in terms of like how it's used, or like rethinking what education means in terms of like GG, nice. In terms of like, well, you're going to school because you want to learn, not because you want to get the bigger number, which is the problem, right? Because it's right now you need to go to school to get the bigger number to make money, so you can have more money to get the bigger number. And it's not about learning, like, and
See-
sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's both.
No, I'm with you. I think this is absolutely true, and I think I agree with you completely. My thing is, I don't think it's gonna force a change.
You think we're just gonna live in this limbo forever?
Yeah, they do already do it with so many things, concessions, other issues of like plagiarism. There's so much at my institution, and again, this might just be a my institution problem, but so much is left up to whatever
Right,
the
prof.
institution, whatever the
Individual.
specific prof says goes.
Mhm.
And I think that that's something that can continue for a long time. Because if I think about, like, you know, just thinking about, like, thinking about things like accommodations and concessions and stuff. Like, they, you know, one might say, oh, you know, certain things like accessibility, certain things about accessibility practices would force a change.
Right, that's a fair point.
And from where I sit, it hasn't. It's just made it a limbo, which is the problem that I think many people are facing. Which is why I generally, well, and the reason I don't support AI use in terms of what I'm talking about is because it steals from people. But also in an academic context, it's just going to be used to foster more inequality, as, like, frankly,
that's what it does.
determining
That's what AI does.
is AI generated and what isn't will be done on a discriminatory basis. And the rules will never be clear, and maybe they'll tell you up front, and maybe they won't, and maybe people will develop general best practices. And that'll probably be it. You'll probably end up with a, you know, specific, you might end up with students telling each other, oh, hey, here's how we get away with AI use. But ultimately that doesn't necessarily make things better, and it also does create another level of like difficulty, because either, you know, I think about someone who is like very committed to learning the material versus someone who is doing this because they have to. And you know, in both situations, I think people get fucked over by the system, obviously. But at a certain point, what's the point of trying to learn the material?
Great question. I already think that's true before AI.
Right, but like,
Right, but it's exacerbating the problem and forcing these
right,
conversations.
it's exacerbating the problem and forcing these conversations amongst like people who care. You know who doesn't
True.
care? The university.
Yeah. Or, sorry, not or. Sorry, can I plug a thing? I'm not actually plugging a thing. I'm just kind of like saying a thing that's nice.
Sure.
So I'm starting like a disability affinity thing, in my department,
Cool.
and have been for a while. Like it's been given approval. Like I got asked to do that. I like indirectly got asked to do this by like some of the like, staff and whatnot because they knew me in undergrad and whatnot. But so I've been like putting together a department specific disability affinity group with the help of another person as my co-lead. And our first event is tomorrow.
Cool.
And we were expecting like, maybe 5 people come out. That'd be sick. We got like 55 registrations in
That's
like,
incredible.
yeah, like, and to me, this gives me like a little bit of hope, and it's like a glimmer of hope, and that's why I want to share this because I feel like, we need to go to break soon, so I don't want to leave on a low note. But also like, it's just exciting, to be like, oh, people give a shit. Like there are people who give a shit, and it's gonna be nice to be in a room. I got to talk to the city's accessibility planner the other day, and I had the most cathartic conversation about how disability and navigating disability in academia and like in like not only corporate settings but like governmental corporate settings is like it's a never-ending battle in a way. It was just very cathartic. It was nice.
That's nice. That's very
So
nice.
yeah,
I think there are genuinely people who care and want to do the stuff and the work and stuff and like have been doing it, and it's fantastic.
yeah.
I'm not necessarily, and I think people know that I'm not necessarily a cynic that like there's no one who cares. I'm a cynic about what can be done with what people who care can do.
I mean, that's why I want to put together a group, because like I kept saying these things, and I kept getting the response of like, well, the accessibility department should take care of that. Oh, well, I don't feel confident making a decision.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, when it's one person saying this, they can say that. When it is a group officially sanctioned by a department, now there's like, and I hate that, there's it's not great that this is the way, but now there's a way forward in terms of like, great, now maybe we can get someone to sit down and listen,
Yeah, that's great.
one step at a time.
Totally. All right, let's go to break.
Okay.